Yeah, y'all thought it was over, but I can't get out of here without talking about this, man. You heard what I said? I cannot get out of here without talking about this, man. This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We.
Get every lighters out. Already got you a non-stop for the road. Get every lighters out. Already got you a non-stop for the road. Get every lighters out. Already got you a non-stop for the road. Get every lighters out. Already got you a non-stop for the road. Get every lighters out. Already got you a non-stop for the road.
Later this week, NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory has captured an image of a triangular-shaped dark times. This unprecedented
This is
coronal
crazy,
hole
right?
is
Now we
sending
talk about content.
solar winds hurtling towards our
Hold up. Now we're gonna talk about real content right now, man. We're just gonna talk about real content, man. You heard? What's going on?
planet at a staggering speed of
Let's go.
1.8 million miles per hour, with expected impacts on Friday. Coronal holes, although common, are areas of open magnetic fields from which high-speed solar winds escape into space, potentially disrupting satellites, power grids, and GPS navigation systems. This event follows a larger...
For the record, I talked about this already. When the lights go out, what you gonna do? You see how I'm communicating with you on this laptop? When these solar waves come through, you know that can knock everything out? It can knock everything out. Let's proceed.
coronal hole, around 30 times the size of Earth, discovered on March 23rd, which resulted in solar winds triggering stunning auroras as far south as Arizona. The gaseous material from this new hole is flowing from a relatively small opening in the sun's atmosphere currently facing Earth. Spaceweather.com predicts the likelihood of Arctic auroras.
Salute, Uncle Ralph. Salute, fam. Salute. Right now, we talking about real content right now. What's really going on? You know, I got back to the other things was going on in here, but this is some real serious content right here. It's a hole in the sun. It's a hole in the sun that's crazy that can send waves to our world. All the communication things that we're going through, like how we're communicating right now on the YouTube and all that, can be over. Can shut down the grid. You feel me? But I'll proceed.
When the solar wind arrives. Coronal holes are regions of open magnetic fields visible as dark areas in the sun's outermost atmosphere, the corona. They appear dark due to lower temperatures and density compared to the surrounding plasma. Some coronal holes can occupy up to a quarter of the sun's surface. First spotted by NASA's Skylab in the 1970s, scientists remain uncertain about their formation. These holes may emerge at any point in the solar cycle, occurring roughly every 11 years, but they are most prevalent during the declining phase. Solar Cycle 25, ongoing since 2019, is expected.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Pod and GGCTV.
The solar wind, a steady stream of particles, flows more strongly through coronal holes, leading to increased outflow of charged particles from the sun. Solar wind leaving through a coronal hole can reach speeds of up to 1.8 million miles per hour, significantly faster than the usual solar wind. When these particles reach Earth, they can cause geomagnetic storms, temporary disturbances of the Earth's magnetosphere. Although Earth's magnetic field acts as a shield against direct impact, the solar wind can deform it, affecting electronic systems in satellites, potentially leading to disruptions in navigation systems, threats to spacecraft and astronauts, and disturbances in power grids. While experts believe this coronal hole might not result in a major geomagnetic storm, caution is advised. Dr. Daniel Verschuren from University College London suggests that fast solar wind streams, typical of coronal holes, may drive moderate space weather but might not cause significant damage. However, the situation underscores the vulnerability of our technological infrastructure to solar activity, with the possibility of unforeseen consequences. As we await Friday's impact on monitoring and updates from
You already know fair use. Fair use. You already know how it go with me. Fair use only.
This is Channel
Section 107. Copyright Act. 76. For fair use.
This is Channel Rebuilding.
What are your thoughts on the potential consequences of the solar winds from the massive coronal hole? Share your perspectives in the comments section below, and stay connected with us for more insightful updates on science, technology.
This is a video of the sun from this weekend, and it's looking like there's a giant hole in it. This is called a coronal hole, which I think is a misleading name because it's not actually a hole through the sun or even the sun's corona, but it is.
The thing that's bothering me, why y'all calling it corona? Hole in the sun. Damn, man. Calling it corona. Come on, hole.
Mobile games.
Hole in the sun. Just say that. Hole in the sun. You feel me? Real talk, my people. Trying to figure out, like, yo, why you calling it corona? Just say hole in the sun. It's crazy, man, what's going on, man. But like I said, this can affect us. You know, nobody's really talking about it. Nobody's really talking about it, you know. Having a hole in the sun can really do some things to our world that we live in. Having a hole in the sun. But not too many people talking about it, and I don't see the news talking about it. But that's a serious matter, y'all. You feel me? Word. Check this footage out. Like I said, it's for fair use.
This is Channel Rebuilding.
A hole in the sun. This hole is the size of 60 and it has opened up on the sun. First spotted on the 2nd of December. Within 24 hours, the hole widened and it reached a width of around 800,000 kilometers. Scientists were surprised, also a little scared, because this hole started spewing streams of unusually fast radiation. Things became all the more scary on the 4th of December. That's when the hole started pointing directly at our planet. The radiation began coming directly towards the Earth. Scientists have detected a hole in the sun. This hole is the size of 60 Earths and it has opened up on the sun's surface and it's been classified as a coronal hole. It was first spotted on the 2nd of December. Within 24 hours, the hole widened and it reached a width of around 800,000 kilometers. Scientists were surprised, also a little scared, because this hole started spewing streams of unusually fast radiation. Things became all the more scary on the 4th of December. That's when the hole started pointing directly at our planet. The radiation began coming directly towards the Earth, which meant our planet had to prepare for a geomagnetic storm. In other words, a disturbance in the Earth's magnetosphere. Now, what's that, you ask? Well, this is the space around the Earth that's dominated by our planet's own magnetic field, as opposed to the magnetic field of any other cosmic object. A disturbance in this space, the magnetosphere,
had to pause this real quick. You know, having a hole in the sun can affect us. You know, like far as us communicating right now on YouTube and all that. Having a hole in the sun can send mad radiation waves and everything to our world. You know, but I'm gonna proceed so you can hear more about it. But I'm surprised that they're not talking about it on the news or nothing like that. It's a serious thing right here. They say it may affect us this weekend. Proceed.
Can impact the functioning of artificial satellites. It can trigger radio blackouts. On ground, it can cause power grid fluctuations. What a geomagnetic storm can also do is affect migratory animals, which is why scientists decided to issue a little warning on the 5th of December. Now, nothing major has happened so far this week, but scientists are remaining on alert. For starters, they don't know how long this hole will last. The previous ones have lasted for more than a solar rotation, which is about 27 days. But like I was telling you, this coronal hole is unlike any other. One, this gap is near the sun's equator. Coronal hole are on some poles. Two, the giant hole has appeared at a very unusual time. The sun is nearing what's called the solar maximum, or the peak of the sun's activity cycle. Each cycle lasts nearly 11 years. Now, our star is nearing its explosive peak. It could begin anytime in early 2024. Now, gaps don't normally appear at this time in the cycle. They're more common during the solar minimum, which is what makes this gap a big mystery. But the good news, geomagnetic storms do not affect humans.
It don't affect us, but guess what? It can affect the things that we use. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is fair use only. This is Great Grand, so we rebuild the week. I'll be right back.
This is Channel of We Rebuild. This is Channel of We Rebuild.
Like I said, man, I don't play around with Allah. I don't play around with God, man. A lot of people like to play around with God and think everything's a joke. Yo, check this joint out right here.
Blasters with high-speed solar winds.
And they are very, very speedy, because at 1.8 million miles per hour, you wouldn't want to fly a kite in them. But I can tell you just how dangerous can they be. Well, don't take it from us. Let us speak to the expert. He's the space and planetary scientist, Andrew Lound. Andy, good morning to you. These things come around every 11 years, apparently, but why are we all getting excited about this one in particular this time round?
Good morning, both. Yeah, it's an 11-year cycle, so we don't get them just every 11 years. They happen during a period of a cycle, and we're coming towards...
This bud right here. This bud right here. Shout out to Ambition Leaf. But this bud right here, man, we talking about the hole in the sun. I'm talking about this fire right here. DGR, shout it out. Like my brother Sonny Blanco. Shout it out, King. We here, man. Talking about the hole in the sun, man. That's bugged out. You know, that can really affect us. Some people even thinking about it or even talking about it on the news. This is some things that happened last week, like, you know what I'm saying? Hole in the sun that could bring waves and all that, man. But like I said, proceed.
The maximum solar cycle at the moment, which will extend between now and 2026. And what we have is that the sun is essentially a ball of plasma. And the swirling high temperatures of the plasma generate strong magnetic fields. And normally these magnetic fields sort of loop on themselves nice and neatly on the sun itself. But you can actually get an area where the magnetic field pushes itself all the way up through the corona, which is why we call it a coronal hole. And that's where it looks dark, because it's a cooler region, because the material is being blasted out from the sun itself. And it speeds up the solar wind, the particles from the sun itself, into space. And that's where you see the gap there, the hole. It's not really a hole as such, it's a hole in the corona rather than anything else. And this speeds up material flying into space towards anywhere in the solar system, really. Normally these are just at the polar regions, but during the 11-year cycle, as you come into the end of the cycle, you start to get them on other parts of the sun as well. All amateur astronomers are very familiar with this because they observe it quite clearly indeed. And this is fine, and the newspapers have been covering it quite well, although a little bit ropey in some parts. And this material, when it hits the Earth, causes our atmosphere to swell. It can cause electronic damage to satellites and things like that. But the big fear is if during a coronal hole, we get something called a coronal mass ejection, must be careful how I say that, where you have a huge amount of burst of material coming towards the Earth itself. Now, this is a very dangerous thing that could happen, because we're worried on the Earth at the moment of what's called a Carrington event. The last one happened in 1859, and when the Carrington event hit the Earth, you can see it here on these pictures. It's to the right where you see suddenly this blast of material out. Now, this is a huge event. Now, that's obviously not going towards the Earth. It's going away from the Earth. But if one of these hits the Earth, in 1859, it actually knocked out the telegraph system and created some fires on the Earth. If that was to hit us now, one of these events, it would knock out satellites. It would damage electronic systems. It could wipe hard drives. It could cause because everything's electronic now, and that's as it's almost like an electromagnetic burst you get from an atomic blast in the upper atmosphere. Only this would be millions of times more powerful than that, and that's what people are concerned about. This kind of event, and it will happen around a coronal hole. And so when you get a coronal hole facing the Earth, you're sitting there a little bit edgy, thinking, "Yeah, where's this going?" But we're not anticipating.
Hey, yo, it is what it is. What they say, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what they're saying, man. You know, it ain't over yet. You know, we're gonna have to come back after these brief commercials. Shout out to the growers. You get what I'm saying? This great grandson of We Rebuild the We TV channel. Let's go.
Get every light that's out. Already got you a non-stop fire road. Get every light that's out. Already got you a non-stop fire road. Get every light that's out. Already got you a non-stop fire road.
We can teach you how to grow your own.
Get every light that's out. Already got you a non-stop fire road.
We can teach you how to grow your own. Ambition Leaf.
I wanna get you
We can teach you how to grow your own. Guaranteed you will grow more fire. You heard no capping, more fire, more fire. More fire, more fire. Ambition Leaf. Best smoke you can ask our clients. Another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV. We can teach you how to grow your own. Vision Leaf. Best smoke you can ask our clients. We can teach you how to grow your own. We can teach you how to grow your own. Ambition Leaf. Best smoke you can ask our clients. This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MMGGCTV.
Get every lighters out and ready, cause here one non-stop fire. Road.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MMGGCTV. This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MMGGCTV. I can do business.
They are crazy. They are crazy. They are crazy. They are crazy. Got nothing else better to say. They living real shady. They killing our babies. Some mothers crying every day. They wanna get crazy. Don't let us get crazy. Stop treating my people this way. Cause it can get crazy. Yes, it can get crazy. Cause it's a different time and age. They are crazy. They are crazy. They are crazy. They are crazy. Got nothing else better to say. They living real shady. They killing our babies. Some mothers crying every day. They wanna get crazy. Don't let us get crazy. Stop treating my people this way. Cause it can get crazy. Yes, it can get crazy. Cause it's a different time and age. My eyes blurry, can't see nothing. This pain suffers self-destruction. They wanna stop our reproduction. Ku Klux Klan in them uniforms, shooting black teens off the left. This has to make you feel disgusting. You need to huddle for discussions. Like what are we to do when you see the news? Propaganda running rapid as a flu. Used to hang us up, leave us in the nude. Hold them, chop us up, we gon' aim and shoot back. Ain't no middle class in fact. They organize up the property tax. Justification to move out the blacks. This the last time I'll be forced to adapt. Groundwater up in Michigan. So we rolling like it's Michelin. Got the king rolling in his casket like, ooh, God, not this again. Why the fuck they put my statue up? Just to mock all that I went against. Malcolm X warned me about you fucks. I see why you don't celebrate that man. They are crazy. They are crazy. Got nothing else better to say. They living real shady. They killing our babies. Some mothers crying every day. They locked up my nigga for selling drugs. Like he at the dock trying to get it up. Black folks, we don't own ships. How the fuck did it all get in front of us? Firearms made in Germany. But somehow they the ones that we got tough. This an issue we need to address. It's bigger than sag of my jeans, bro. I'm walking around Mount Vernon. This holy job for my niggas to earn. That's why we get the pitch and hoping to earn. Instead we in prison, it's a concern. Stand up and learn. Read a book, learn your history. Niggas didn't master the art of this chemistry. Pedophiles in your ministry. Crooked cops wanna sentence me. Target my niggas who spent their whole life trying to get out the projects.